Hey everybody, Chef here, just in case you missed the Google Meet for Monday, October 26th. First things first, do you have any missing assignments? Please check and see if you have any missing assignments and complete them. This quarter is very close to being over, so please double check on that. As always, if you have any questions, you can message me. We will be going over the Immersion blender today, which is this right here. And we will the safety and use of that, and the Coupe. It's not robot, it's Coupe food processor safety and use, and this is the Coupe right here. After you watch this video, there is that puzzle piece test assessment that says Coupe Immersion blender. It's like a test or quiz. I'm giving you all the answers right here in this presentation. Make sure you take that, and I want to make sure that you understand it says lecture video. You not only have to watch the lecture and the video, you have to take the assessment as well. All right, let's get started. This is the immersion blade for the immersion blender. So it's basically a small little blade that turns around and can blend things. The good thing about this blender, let me get to the next picture. The good thing about this blender is you can actually put it in a pot. Like, let's say you're going to puree some broccoli soup or something. You can put that wand right in there, turn it on, and puree it. Here is the speed switch right here. You always want to start on slow and then work your way up, and here's the button to start it. This is giving you a better idea of how it works. So just imagine, like, this is obviously just water, but I'm just trying to give you an idea of how it purees. Once again, set on the slowest speed, then you submerge the wand, you turn it, then you turn it on, and before you take it out, turn it off again. And also be careful if you're like, if this was hot and greasy. Let's see if I can draw this here. So let's say this is, and this is going to be a terrible drawing, but maybe it'll give you an idea. Like, let's say this is a pot. And you don't have to remind me that it's a terrible drawing. Okay? And we have, let's say, here's the handles. And let's say we have some tomato sauce in here, and we want to puree it some more. Instead of having to put this all in a blender, you can just put the immersion blender right in there. I hope that helps you understand it a little bit more. Okay, next slide. Cleaning. Turn clockwise to move the blade wand. This comes off. Here's the blade. You can run this through the dish machine. Treat it like a knife. Treat it like knife safety, okay? You're responsible for this from start to finish, okay? So I think one of the questions is the immersion blender is how many pieces? It is 2 pieces, okay? The motor part you can just wipe down with Quat. Before you clean anything, though, always remember to unplug any appliance before you clean it. Anytime. First thing you want to do is unplug it. And that is a question, too. I think it's like, what's the first thing you should do before cleaning any piece of equipment? It is unplug it. This is a test question, too. Most of you should know this. Some of you haven't been in the kitchen. Unfortunately, you're still online. But this is the bread station. And it goes right in this drawer right here. Right here. This is the Coupe, the food processor. It's a very nice piece of equipment. It's a very heavy-duty motor. It does a great job. And let's kind of show you how this comes together here. Simply, very simple. You have this post right here. And then this bowl fits into that, and then the blade goes into here, and this is the lid. Now, I put this picture up because I wanted to explain to people, and this is going to be a little bit hard to explain, but I'm going to do my best to explain it to you. Obviously, if this was plugged in, okay, and you hit the on button, and there was no lid, this could be a very dangerous situation. So there is a safety mechanism so you can't start the Coupe / food processor without the lid on. and I'm going to try to show you how this works. And this is the, oh, also the blade needs to go in first before you put in any food product. So blade before food. And then you put in your product. Okay. There's already arrows drawn here. This is the lid. I'm going to draw over this arrow again. Here's your lid, okay? And here, there's a bar that goes through this handle, okay? And it makes this post go down into the base of the motor, which turns it on. But this lid has to be on, and once you turn this lid to the right, it sets this post down in so you can turn it on. If the lid isn't on correctly and it's not locked in place, you cannot turn on the food processor. Here's a little bit, another picture. This is where the post is, right here. And this little blue part that I'm painting yellow now is just a little hole where this bar will go down into to engage the motor. And that's the safety lid engage. Lid reservoir, there is a hole at the top if you're ever making a vinaigrette or something like that and you wanted to add a liquid as you go. Operation, very simple. There's an on and off button, and we'll go over the other part here. Once again, this only works if this is all together and engaged. Okay, that's how you get it to run. There's an on button, there's an off button, and there's also, just a test question, a pulse button where you can just, hit it. It'll just go on and off really quick if you're just trying to dice as opposed to puree. Okay? Always unplug before cleaning and sanitizing. Remember that? Another test question. It is acceptable. You can machine wash the RoboCoupe lid, bowl, and blade. But remember, this blade, treat it like a knife. You're responsible for it from start to finish. And once you're done with that, you're going to wipe down the RoboCoupe with Quat, the motor part, and then it's going to go right back in this cabinet underneath here. This is where it's located. I think that's about it. Please take that test. Week number 8 folder, I think it says Immersion Blender and RoboCoupe. It's just 5 questions. Please take that. As always, message me with any questions. Have a great day, guys.